is up, everybody? HTG Brian here, and guess what? The Ant-Man and Wasp movie DLC for LEGO Marvel Superheroes 2 is finally here! That's right, it's called Egghead Eggs-capade DLC, and this is a story. We're gonna get a couple of trophy achievements for completing it and for getting that true hero stud requirement. And, we're also gonna get a handful of characters for having this DLC pack, which are already available, but they become unlocked at the end of this level, which is kind of weird. But anyhow, just go ahead and hit the map up, toggle over to extras, scroll all the way down to Egghead Eggs-capade, and go ahead and hit story to kick off with a cutscene.
Greetings, Ant and Wasp fans! Hope and Scott are searching for this old version of the Ant-Man helmet. There's some neat old tech hidden inside it that they're after. Plus, it looks pretty cool being all retro and all, so you'd want it in your collection. They check out this old disused research lab. And like all old disused research labs, there's security a go-go in the form of a chain link fence. The lab's being used by none other than arch supervillain Egghead. He's an old nemesis of Ant-Man. He's got Rasmalhotra, a specialist in artificial intelligence, aka Giant Man, wired up to some gizmo or other so he can create the, wait for it, AI Avengers! Yeah, like the Avengers, but artificially intelligent! How much better does it get? Over to Wasp Ant-Man. Get cracking, guys! Stop Egghead from yoking around and scramble his plans for global domination! What diabolical experiment is being performed here? Looks like Giant Man is under Egghead's shell. Spell.
All right, it took me a minute to get used to Gwenpool fumbling her words, but then I remembered, that's pretty normal. Anyhow, boy, it sure took us a long time in between DLCs. Welcome back to LEGO Marvel Superheroes 2. Now, we were hoping that this DLC would come out right around the time of the movie release, and it sure enough did, as the movie's out this Friday. So, that all being said, I want to say, man, this is my least favorite DLC, maybe to date. I say that because, first of all, it took me quite a while just to figure out what was going on here. And then, second of all, I actually ran into a little bit of a blunder. I couldn't finish the level. Something weird happened. I wasn't sure if it was a glitch or what, and it turned out to be a brain fart on my behalf. But even talking with Tyler and a couple of other buddies who have played this DLC, it just seemed like it was just stretched out. And I mean, it kind of fits that old mold that I complained a lot about during this game. Where you have to do a lot of whooping, and then a boss battle, and then a little mini boss battle, and then a big boss battle, and does it ever end? All right, but to keep things simple and straight, though, for the story, you're going to want to go ahead and smash the items just to the right of where you spawn. There's going to be built up into a control panel. Hit that button, and it's going to go ahead and send the ants over to Giant Man. I'm not sure what his name really is. I keep forgetting to look. But then it's going to give you a little option to give you a grate so you can slip through and get into this little control room. Now, it took me a minute, too, to figure out what I was doing here, but you're going to want to go ahead and select a character that has something to do with Ant-Man or the Ant-Man franchise on each one of these. And look at that. You got Giant Ant-Man, you got Yellow Jacket, you got a spider, and then, of course, Ant-Man something special edition over on the far right. And once it is completed, it's going to go ahead and, Eggman comes in and drops an egg on us. That's not good. But a couple bad guys come in out of that egg, and to the no! We've got to rebuild all these bouncing bricks into another grate. This one's a little bit different, and it takes us inside a motherboard or some sort of computer circuitry situation here. So we'll go ahead and hop in right quick. Yes, there was a wee bit of a cutscene here where Gwenpool was talking, but basically she just explains, you got to shut down the machine! So we're going to start off by going to the back left corner, either Ant-Man or, I guess, Classic Wasp. I'm not sure what this Wasp edition's name is, but both of them should have the repair ability. And just go ahead and follow the different icons all the way through the process until it's all completed. And once it is, it's going to go ahead and it's actually going to power up some stuff over on the right and give us a new puzzle to do with. This one was actually quite frustrating. Now, I did have to replay this once, and so I had a pretty good idea what I needed to do. The first time I struggled, though, I just failed. And as it turns out, you know, you have a couple of characters, and you have one that gets so small and can fly up there. You can see the left side opened up, and it actually has a little fan blowing up. We're going to go ahead and take the little wasp and go up top. Or try anyways. But once we get up there, we're going to actually have our other two guys stand on some of these pressure-sensitive switches. They're actually going to turn off some of those fans. You can see there is an electric kind of a power node there, and there's fans that blow stuff into it. So like right now, we just got shocked. Now there's a fan up top that I turned off, and I'm not having very good luck with the jump button here. But you're supposed to jump and kind of glide across that. But the fan was, and see, it's off, and now I got it off, and I'm able to make it across. Now this fan is blowing on the far right. See, I knew what I was supposed to do, and I still struggled with it. So another kind of negative point as far as the DLC goes. And, you know, maybe it's just the fact that, I mean, I guess I'm just complaining because it was a little bit harder than usual. I mean, maybe that's all it really was, but I felt like this went on and on and on. And then to have to play this over a couple of times, as it turns out, I missed one of the hidden trophy achievements, and I had to go play the level more or less over again. So I messed up once, I did the story once, then I did the free play once, and then I had to come back and do the trophy achievement once. So I've literally played this level 4, maybe 5 times. I've certainly got my money's worth out of it. But, all right, so goal here, you got to turn the fans off on top, and then the right, and then once those are fine, you can scoot down towards the bottom, then turn the bottom right one off by stepping on the other switch, and then get in and flip the button there. Once the button is pressed, it looks like some sort of video card fan gets shut off, and all of a sudden, overheating, and then it depletes all of our liquid cooling, I guess. This is a pretty high-tech computer system here. It's fancier than mine. I've got a nice computer, but no liquid cooling. And then it goes to this weird scene where you got Captain America and Iron Man inside those things. I'm not even sure what is going on there. Maybe it's related to the movie. I haven't seen the movie yet, as it's not out yet, but all right, here is complaint number 2. So we've got kind of like this mini boss battle, but the problem is it takes forever to complete this. He just doesn't seem to take any damage when you hit him. I mean, I'm talking like he probably takes a 50th of damage every time you hit him. And I tried big guys, I tried little guys. In free play, I tried using Iron Man and his rockets. They seem maybe a little bit faster, but I really couldn't guarantee that. Now, my best piece of advice for you here is just kind of stay out of the front of the chicken's path. Try to attack it from the back as much as possible, as he does a couple of pecking attacks, and then he also has a charge attack. Now, he'll do this charge. I do believe this boss battle does play the rule of 3 rules. And the rule of 3 rules, I don't know, 1 rule to rule them all, ruling. Something like that. But so essentially you got to take off about 1/3 of his health. Once you get there, he's going to charge towards your screen and then walk away slowly, dropping these 2 eggs. Each time there are some bad guys in it. Now, there is a trophy achievement for lasering 10 guys in 1 attempt of this level. And that's basically how you're going to do it. You got to take out 10 of those guys. But I don't think we have any access to any heat rays with the current cast that we have been given for the story. And you can even see I'm staying out of the direct path of that chicken and his box, and I still am getting, it was frustrating. And see what I'm saying? It just seems to go on and on and on. And ready for the worser news? Once we get done with this mech chicken, we have to fight Egghead before we move on to another puzzle. And that final puzzle was actually the one I got stuck on. And I'm going to explain it all to you guys so you don't run into it. And as it turns out, Tyler told me that there's actually, you can see the L3s popping in the left corner right now. Maybe it's telling me some secret right now. Maybe I could have dropped something on this chicken and ended this a lot sooner. I'm not exactly sure. But that's what I missed in the final section. The help queue was telling me, hey, you need to get big with Ant-Man. Even though you're oh so small, you need to get big. And that was my problem. I didn't realize that. And the button didn't seem like it was out of reach, but apparently it was. So, all right, so we've got 2 of these down. He's making his second attempt to the back here, dropping his eggs and all of his little buddies. And then we got to take those guys out, and then one last little go with the mech chicken, and then we got to fight Egghead. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know about you guys. Maybe you want a long DLC, and if that's the case, I'm not against kind of a longer level. And they did kind of break this up. I guess if we would have done the battle with the mech chicken and then did like some of the puzzle stuff and then come back to another, maybe that would have felt better. I gotta be honest, when I was done, my thumbs were worn out. They were not happy. And I'm not just trying to be ironic here because we're HappyThumbsGaming. I'm just literally being honest. I was worn out, spam, 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 for like 6 minutes straight. And keep in mind, I have sped this up a little bit too, so this whole section here is moving a little faster than you will in the game. But boy, I just, oh man, let's just put it this way. I'm not disappointed that I'm done with it. Whew. All right, so we got a whole bunch of bad guys here. We got to take them out, and then here's Egghead. Now, Egghead's kind of the same type of thing. This battle goes on and on forever. You don't do a whole lot of damage to him, and as soon as you start doing damage, he shoots you with this ray, and he turns you into a chicken. And then you got to switch characters, so I'm constantly switching to a character that isn't blocked. And as it turns out, it's almost always only one character left. He's pretty good with that ray gun, if I'm being honest. Turns out, too, you can actually do some good damage as the old chicken, as you can see. But he's a little slow, and if you miss the attack, then... And then I was like, oh, what's this? Maybe this is a little secret I get. No, it's just actually free play related. There's a mini kit for lifting that up with telekinesis and smashing the sundae, and booyakashow, there's a mini kit inside. So sorry to ruin that for you. But speaking of free play, there is a trophy achievement guide already up on our website. It was actually up before I even got to this video, thanks to Tyler P and his awesomeness. So if you're in a hurry to get those mini kits and it's not up for you yet, or the free play video that is, feel free to check that out. And there should be all sorts of information of other trophy achievements, a roadmap, how to get the platinum if you're on the PlayStation, all that stuff. So, oh, so sweet. We're getting to the end of that meter, and I gotta be honest, I'm super excited to move on to this next puzzle. And oh, we got a little cutscene coming up too. I forgot. So, all right, man down. We're gonna go ahead and mount this mech chicken and hop inside with the little guy, and away we go.
Okay, it's a puzzle. You want a hint? No? Okay, I'm sure you got this. Smash everything!
All right, so I took the hint from old Gwenny, and I'm smashing everything. And so this is where I went wrong. Over here on the left-hand side, you smash these pieces, and you build up this processor. It looks kind of like a processor or something. But as it turns out, you have to be big. Now watch, I'm going to walk over here, and I'm going to actually hit the character select button, which is going to make Ant-Man, I guess, regular size? I don't know, he still seems small because we're inside the computer. But regardless, it gives us access to that old switch, and now we have a whole nother unit up here that we can go ahead and open. And what's going to happen is we're going to get, oh, so small, fly into this little corridor. All the way to the end, there's a switch, and it's going to give us the puzzle, kind of like, I guess the solution is what we're after. So you can see here, I flew up and in and around and down and flipped that. Oh, look at that. Here comes the colors. So basically, I couldn't get the button flipped in my original attempt because I just didn't get large. But I even got all these little turnstiles. So I was like making them all blue. No. Making them all red. No. Making them all yellow. No. Making them all nothing. Nah. None of it worked for me. And I got to be honest, I was on a time frame. I actually had an appointment that I had to be to. And I looked at the clock and I said, oh, I got 22 minutes till I got to leave. This should only take me 10, 15 minutes. Because most of these DLCs are super short. So I start playing this thing, and then it's just the heat is on. I ended up staying an extra 3 or 4 minutes. That's right. I spent like 25 minutes being a total noob, and I didn't get it. I had to leave and quit, and then I had to tell Tyler, worst DLC ever. And after I got done whining to him, he went and played it, figured it all out, and saved the day. So shout out to Tyler P. This one's a little more extra special than usual, but ode to the yeah. Anyhow, got the colors all matched up, or almost. Wait, here we go. And final cutscene. Oh, come on, Brian. Come on.
It's not often you gotta reprogram a mechanized chicken in order to save the world, but these guys have got it pegged. Egghead! The best laid plans, huh? Now they can get to that retro helmet. Hey, we never did find out what's inside that thing. That'll be another story. Maybe? Whatever. See you on the flip side, guys.
Oh, to the yeah, although that wraps up the Ant-Man and Wasp DLC story. And cue the trophy any second now. All right, there we go. A giant man among insects. That's for completing the level. And there you can see there's proof all their free play is now officially unlocked. And we already kind of talked about that. And Ain't Just Chicken Feed is awarded for getting that true, what is it, the true superhero, true hero? Yeah, true hero. Pretty sure it's been a while. And besides, I'm playing Lego Incredibles right now on the double down. So, yeah, all 10 mini kits are coming up in our free play video. I actually already recorded it. They're pretty sweet and easy. Unfortunately, you have to play through the majority of the level again, as there are 5 components in that last kind of processor or computer motherboard area. So yeah, it is a little frustrating. Like I said, I've played this level 4 times. Hopefully I can save you at least one of those times. And if you're really smart in free play, you'll actually use the laser beam character to go ahead and take out 10 of those baddies along your journey. So I actually have a separate video that I'm going to be putting out for that at some point soon too. I'm trying to juggle Lego Incredibles and get this out too, because I know everybody's wanting everything, but you know, can't please them all, I guess. But we got a whole slew of new characters. We got Ant-Man, we got Crossfire, we got Egghead, we got Ghost, we got Giant Man, something. I missed what edition he is. That's the one that I was a little confused on. Then we got the Human Fly. I actually thought he looks really cool. He's kind of worthless as far as abilities go, but hey, he's actually pretty awesome looking. There's Stinger, Cassie Lang, which I'm sure is something to do with the old school. I still haven't seen the movie, so I don't know like what's going on with that. But oh, and last but not least, we got Wasp, Hope Van Dyne. Now, I thought this was the Wasp that you're supposed to have out on screen at the same time as Yellow Jacket in this level to get the trophy achievement. I don't remember what it's called. Oh, my bad. But you know, it's not. You have to do the regular Wasp. So I'll have a video out for that soon too. But hey, thanks for watching, guys. Shout out to Warner Brothers for hooking us up with a copy of this game, as well as the DLC 2. And yeah, that's gonna wrap it up for Lego Marvel Super Heroes 2 Ant-Man Wasp DLC number 5 story. As for me, that's gonna do it. I got free play coming up and some more stuffs too. As always, until next time.